Hey Stackers, it's the end of March, and I know a question on everyone's minds right now is, when am I gonna get to go to a concert again? Okay, maybe that's not what it is for you, but I do want to go to a concert. And as we're coming out of this COVID pandemic situation, I know a lot of us are thinking about what the future of that is gonna look like for all of us. And for me, I've been kind of curious about the future of live performances. And so, you know me, I'm Logan from Platstack, and I'm always breaking down stacks full of great links and resources. And this is one I put together on the future of concerts and live performances. So stick around because you don't want to miss this one. Are you ready? Let's jump in. Okay, so true story. I got, I think it was like last Friday, I got a pop-up on my phone or an email or something from Cascade, who's my favorite DJ. I've seen him perform multiple times, and this was an announcement that he was having another concert. So I got super excited and I was like, oh, Cascade's having a concert. And I didn't realize that, I was like, how is he doing that in this situation? He can't be, what's going on? So I look into the ad, and apparently the concert's on Fortnite. So I would log into Fortnite and I'd walk my little character over to the club, and I'd go in the club and Cascade would be performing at a certain time and it would be live. And I was like, that's freaking awesome. And so I actually ended up ordering a Nintendo Switch. And I know I don't need a Switch to play Fortnite, but I didn't want to watch this concert on my computer. And so I didn't also want to miss the next concert. And I didn't get my Switch in time to watch this concert, but I was able to watch it after the fact on YouTube. And it's linked down here in the bottom of my stack, which I'll show you. Here we are. Here's my stack on the future of concerts, because that Cascade thing really got me going. And it wasn't actually Cascade, I realized when I started thinking about how virtual and live music events are coming together. I started thinking about KDA, which is right here, and this is a group that my friend showed me because I'm really not a gamer, even though I have a Switch now, and I'm gonna be, so at me. But KDA is, let's go into this, is a virtual K-pop inspired girl group consisting of 4 themed versions of League of Legends characters. Okay, that's a lot. So they're a virtual K-pop, meaning they're virtual, meaning they're not real. K-pop inspired girl group, so it's a girl band who's not real, consisting of 4 theme versions of League of Legends characters. Okay, so they're video game characters who are a girl band. Got it. And then it's gonna show you who the actual performers of their voices are. And so these girls don't get too much attention for being their face, but they get the attention for the voice of these virtual characters. So it does say here that the characters have also been voiced by other artists, but these are the main ones. And I'll do one more line here. KDA was developed by Riot Games, the company behind League of Legends, which is kind of weird that they're making a music group, but all right, and unveiled at the 2018 League of Legends World Championship. So that was their debut song, and it's called Pop Stars. And if you go to their YouTube channel here, you can see it. I also have the performance linked in the bottom in performances, but let's jump in here. It's really interesting how they've blended, this is a real stage, but they have these virtual characters on stage. So they also have, as you can see here, the real girls singing, and they have the virtual characters. So as I understand it, if you were there in audience, you wouldn't be able to see the virtual characters on stage, but you'd be able to see them in the feedback monitors of what's happening on stage. So really, really fun. And then obviously we can see it here after the fact. And it's totally unique and totally different, and the music is actually fantastic. And I've loved, they're on my Spotify. I made a whole K-pop playlist and lost it over all of this, so like it's worth it. You can actually go to their League of Legends YouTube page and check out tons of the KDA videos, because like this is the actual Pop Stars music video, but they did such a good job. It's so much fun and great coloring, and the music is great too. So that was kind of something that I found last fall, and I know isn't super new, but it was Cascade that really pulled me all the way into ordering my Switch and getting a Fortnite account. And oh my goodness, I don't know what's about to happen with all that. I'll keep you posted. But this is a little bit of this Rolling Stone article is about this Cascade concert, but it basically said in here that it took 50 people and 3 months to bring this live performance together. So that's pretty nuts. And this article on Reuters talks about another concert that happened on Fortnite that really blew me away, because This is Travis Scott, and I don't know that I'm familiar with much of Travis Scott's music, but he drew in 27.7 million unique views on his last performance on his concert. So I think down here it actually says that the concert was seen more than 45 million times. So unbelievable how many people he was able to scale this to. And that's why, you know, I've been getting kind of frustrated about concerts and events. Like, no matter how big you build the event center and how much you charge for the tickets, you're never gonna get 45 million views and 45 million people in there to see it. So this is a way to answer these rising costs of ticket sales and stuff like that for live performances, and a way that I don't have to get on an airplane and travel to a city, hopefully it's even in my country, to see the artist that I want to see to perform. So super interesting in that way. I could not believe how large this was able to scale. And you know, maybe you saw the Travis Scott concert, because a lot of people did. And it's not just modern music that is kind of, it's not just digital music that's digitizing, it's opera. So this one's really fascinating. This is called Miranda, and it was, I guess on Steampunk, it was a VR experience where you're transported into a dystopian future where you'll face a cast of colorful characters played by real actors performing on a stage in Birmingham, New York. So everything from their movements to their emotions is replicated in real time via a motion capture suit, bringing an additional level of personality and uniqueness to each performance. Really interesting. I really don't understand like the full extent of this, but if you can add any layer of complexity to opera, I don't think that's the genre that needs it. But if you want to see what that looks like, watch this Miranda trailer from my stack, or I've actually got the full performance linked in here somewhere, I believe, as well. But this just really goes to show how virtual reality is changing the entire music industry. And there's some great information in here on all the different types of concerts that we've seen. Billie Eilish had one, Imagine Dragons, Travis Scott we mentioned. So great stuff in this article. And if you want to watch some of these performances, some of these here at the bottom of my stack are my favorite performances that we've seen so far. I highly recommend checking out the Cascade one. This is the one that I missed, and the one that we can all catch it next time. So hopefully I will see you there on my Switch in my Fortnite account, but you can always check this one out on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's pretty much this stack. I hope you learned something today. This is me stacking it forward with the future of concerts and live events. And I'm really curious to know what your thoughts are on this. So let's keep this conversation going and drop links in the comments below. Like, where do you want to see concerts, and do you like the way that they're going virtual? Or do you prefer that intimate experience in a giant arena? You know, I guess the concerts aren't too intimate anymore, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on where all of this might be going. And until next time, happy stacking.